around 5 or 6. I knew when my Sunday school teachers invited me to come to know the Lord that that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to live forever with Him in heaven. Around the same time, though, I started on my own road and path of hopelessness and despair, and just wondering whether or not I really could be gay. I didn't have my first homosexual experience until college, and when I did, knowing what I knew, I was racked with guilt and shame. But I didn't know how to deal with it. I couldn't connect the dots of God's grace and mercy and His power, and how I could come out of a cycle that started to begin probably for the next 15 years. I had gotten into a pattern of acting out, doing penance of some sort, like, by swearing I'd never do it again and going to church, but I could never shake what was drawing me back to that and to that lifestyle. And I knew it wasn't for me. I knew it wasn't the right thing, but I just didn't know how to get off the roller coaster. And one day I happened to be in church, and I read in the Watermark news about CR. And right there in black and white, it said, listed among all the issues was homosexuality. I couldn't believe my eyes. Skeptical. I wasn't sure whether or not Watermark, whether or not CR, whether or not God could handle my problem. So I went to CR and I began really questioning about what was all this about. And it came to a head. It was kind of got ugly there for a little bit with some of my group and my group leader in CR. And finally, he just pulled me aside one day and he said, do you want to get help? Do you want to get better? And for as much as I wanted to lash out and say, of course, what do you mean? This is what I've been, all my life I've been waiting for, some sort of help or a way out. If I answered yes, I had to face what came with yes. And that was doing things differently. Turning it over to Christ, I didn't know what that looked like. Because I'd never experienced it before. I never trusted Him enough to give up all what I hung on to, all my coping mechanisms that I'd gotten used to for so many years. And finally doing it His way, and putting myself out was the first step in the direction to freedom. I couldn't even get out of bed, I felt, without going to His Word first, because I couldn't trust myself from getting out of my bed to walking to the bathroom, from the bathroom to my car to going to work, of what thoughts were going to fill my mind. And I held Him hostage. I held Him hostage to His Word. Because He promised. And we made a deal. And I'm here to say God is faithful for you. He wants so much more for us. He wants the best, and we keep pushing it away because we think we know what's best. He wanted me to have a rich relationship with my wife, to bless me with that. And if that wasn't enough, we just had a little girl. There's hope. That's why we named my daughter Hope. New life.